Should you pull for Chaska? Short answer, yes. Long answer, this entire video. Chaska is one of the most fun characters that's been released in Genshin Impact in the past 4 years, simply because she can fly. Now I know, Wanderer can also fly, but Chaska's a girl, so obviously she gets more points. Chaska is I feel like she is one of the strongest DPSs in the game, simply because she can literally infuse any element, that reacts with Anemo, which is insane. Sometimes you need dedicated supports to get the DPSs running, but with Chaska, you just need those characters, those elements in your party, and Chaska is gonna do the heavy loading. She's gonna just look at the team and be like, all right, we have 3 elements, I'm gonna react with Anemo and it's all good. That's what Chaska is. She's the leader. She can carry the whole team. Even if you have level 1 characters of Hydro, Pyro, Cryo or Electro in the party and you have a Chaska in it, Chaska's gonna do everything. So moving on to her kit, because the reasons why you should pull for her. She is very, very easy to play and very easy to build. You do not need to put an elemental damage goblet on her. You can just work with a full attack. Maybe her circlet can go crit damage, because she scales with crit rate in her ascension stats, so you need crit damage, and focus more on crit damage substats and EM. Elementary mastery is something that I think Chaska needs the most, because she will do a lot of reactions. She wants to do electrocharge, she wants to do overload, melt, vaporize. She does everything that's that's reactive with Anemo, Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, whatever reactions that can happen between them. She does everything, and that's why she is insane. One moment she could be vaping the enemy and the next moment she could be melting the enemy. It's totally out of this roof. I know it's RNG based, but seeing those funky colors is a strong dopamine hit. After that, her burst shoots a massive bullet or something and does AoE Anemo damage, the basic burst that every Genshin character has since Inazuma, I think. But her skill is her main focus, and she flies while attacking, which is absolutely bonkers. You have Wanderer who attacks, who hovers up in the air, but you have to still work with him. You have to target the enemies. With Chaska, you just press the aim button and she's gonna do the heavy lifting. She's just gonna automatically target the enemies and shoot bullets at them. It's like an automatic rifle or something. It's insane how her kit is so new player friendly, because if you're a new player and you obviously have Kaya, Amber, Lisa, you get Chaska, let's say, you're good to go. You're good to go till Inazuma, till Sumeru, because Chaska can carry you. It's that good. Chaska works mostly in teams that react with Anemo. So you will be looking at Hydro, Cryo, Pyro or Electro teams. Personal recommendation, put one of each. If you have Chaska, put Barbara as your healer, because Chaska could get hit. She is not invulnerable when she's in the sky. Most enemies cannot hit her, but there are some that can, and it's going to take a heavy toll on her, because when you're building Chaska, her HP is going to be on the lower side, so you need to protect her. So you can put Barbara as your healer, or you can put Layla as your shielder. Definitely have any other character, Xiangling, Bennett, Xinyan, Auroron, Fischl, anybody that you like, but they have to react with Anemo. The element has to react with Anemo. And then just watch the disco lights on your screen. It's insane. It's insanely good. But if you do not want to run her with multiple elements, let's say you just want to focus on the vaporized reaction, keep 2 Hydro and 1 Pyro, or 2 Pyro and 1 Hydro. She's gonna do vape. She doesn't care whether you need different elements. She just needs 3 elements that reacts with Anemo. That's it. That's how easy it is to build. You could probably keep a level 1 Xinyan, a level 1 Xingqiu and a level 1 Bennett on her, but you have a level 90 insanely built Chaska. Chaska can deal out massive damage on her own. She doesn't care whether the supports are level 1 or level 90. That's amazing, right? That's why I think that, people should pull for her, because, she may not deal massive amounts of damage as Neuvillette does, but for the ease of gameplay that she provides, she is a very, very good character to have on your team, on your account. Now, as I said before, she works best with 3 elements, but she can also work in mono element teams. Like, if you want to do a mono pyro team, let's say, or a mono hydro team, or a mono cryo team, cryo swirls and cryo everything. If you have a Shenhe, you might like that, because I certainly do. You can have that. Keep Shenhe, keep Chaska, keep two other cryo characters, Layla, Charlotte, Wriothesley, Ganyu, Ayaka. We're getting Citlali as a cryo character, so you can put her as well, but you can do that. You can buff cryo. Shenhe can buff Chaska. If you want to use Chaska exclusively in a mono cryo team, you can switch Chaska's attack goblet for a cryo damage goblet, and she will do cryo damage bonus. It's that insane. You can put pyro damage bonus, hydro damage bonus, or cryo damage bonus, or electro damage bonus goblets on an Anemo character, which, granted, you could put it on previous characters as well, but the amount of damage that Chaska deals is beyond thinking what other Anemo can deal. After that, we're done with the kit, we're done with the teams, her weapons. Her best weapon is obviously her gacha weapon, but if you're F2P, do not go for it. I do not recommend pulling on the weapon banner unless you like them, really, really like them, or you really want their weapon on them. Chaska can work with the 4-star Natlan craftable weapon. The passive works very well on her. It gives her attack or EM depending on your team comp. You have other weapons as well, the Fontanian craftable weapon, or weapons from Liyue. Every weapon works on her. She's good. You also have an event exclusive weapon, I think Ibis Piercer was that name, where it buffs the charged attacks and gives her EM as well. So that can also work for her, because Chaska's skill damage is a charged attack, basically. Every hit that she deals is a charged attack. So anything that buffs charge attacks are good to go. If you have an Amos bow, you can put it on her. She gets massive attack buffs, and she gets that charge attack bonus as well. But yeah, weapon wise, I won't put much thought into it. You can get her weapon. Her weapon is not really exclusive to the gacha, where she cannot work with a 4-star weapon. Exploration. Now let's talk about the biggest part, the biggest thing that makes Chaska valuable. She can fly. And if you've ever explored Liyue or are exploring Liyue, those mountains are horrendous. You do not want to be stuck on a mountain with 0 stamina. Chaska solves your problem for a little bit. She can glide over there, so you're not using completely your stamina, and you can just adore the mountain ranges that Liyue has. Fast forward, if you're in Natlan, and if you pulled for Chaska and by chance got Ororon, you have found the infinite flying glitch in Natlan. In Genshin Impact, you can infinitely fly with Ororon and Chaska. This is an amazing trick. If you have Kinich, that's much better, because you can infinitely stay up in the air and the game doesn't care. Because you're just using your phlogiston mechanics and you're staying in the air, which is I don't think it 2 years ago, if you had told me that I could stay infinitely up in the air in Genshin Impact, I would have laughed at you. But I have done just that right now. You can see it in the video, and it's insane. I mean, it's massively insane. It's hilarious. It's super good. The exploration that Chaska provides inside and outside of Natlan is the best thing that you could have ever asked for. It's when people got Yelan and that Sonic run, and everybody was more screw the damage, I want Yelan for exploring. That's what Chaska is. Screw the damage, I want Chaska for flying. But overall, like I said, Chaska is a very valuable character and you should pull for, especially if you're a new player, you're going to get a lot of Primogens. I mean, a lot. So if you want, you could possibly aim for 2 5 stars in this current patch. If you're an old player, obviously, if you're saying for New Villette or Zhongli, go for them because they are amazing and I will be making videos for them when the banner is approaching. But for people who adore Chaska, for people who are liking Chaska, go for her. Or for people who are new to the game and are confused whether they should pull for Chaska or whether they should pull for New Villette, who is adored and loved by the community just because he does a massive hydro cannon. I would recommend future proofing. Chaska is valuable. Chaska can tackle any element easily. New Villette cannot tackle Hydro Abyss Mages or Hydro Slimes or the Hydro Tulpa. Chaska can do that. There's your answer. So it all boils down to you, but I would recommend pulling for Chaska because she is 100% worth it. And that is where I will end this video. Thanks for watching. I hope your pulls went well, or if you are saving for someone, I hope you get them very soon, and I will catch you in the next video. Also, please subscribe, it helps me a lot. Thank you, goodbye.